Okay, I think I am back. Please, if you are seeing me now, please let me know. Send it that yes, the guru, you are now visible and you are audible, please. Because of that terrible glitch, which is probably going to be worse than the glitch of INEC of during 2023 general election. Am I visible to you now? Are you hearing me? Please send a message so that I know it's happening. I may have to restart all over again. Okay, yes, sir. You are. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. The first person to send the message. God bless you. Let me start, and I will be as brief as I can because we wasted time. Network compare us to waste time. Today's trending is today trading issues with the guru. Two other reasons why former Inspector General Kayode Egbetokun must have been removed. Wednesday last week, I did promise that I will give the reasons for his removal. On Friday, also last week, I came with one reason out of 5 reasons I told you I know of. And the reason I gave last week had to do with the 100 million naira that was said to be mistakenly transferred to the son's account, Adewale, the son of Kayode Egbetokun. And the money came from Enugu State Security Fund account into this. So, but we were told by the presidency that Kayode resigned, that is Egbetokun resigned, alleging family issues. Of course, the money that entered the son's account, 100 million naira, that did not mistakenly come into the guru's account or your account. Yes, it's a family matter. It could have been. But I don't think it became the totality of why the president removed him. Having given that money to the team, the 100 million naira, as one of the 5 reasons last week, I am coming today to talk about 2 other reasons that I stumble upon why Kayode Egbetokun might have been removed. Now, straight away to the point. The second reason I will give, because I'm going to give 2 more reasons today, like as I said, if we shall add the 2 reasons I'm giving today to the one which I gave last week Friday, we'll be having 3 reasons of ground. Then we have 2 more, and God help us to bring this to public knowledge. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had been talking of police state police order. Please let us know ab initio that there is difference between state policing and state police. As we are presently standing, we do involve state police sometimes. Okay. Another problem almost erupted. May God help us today. I think all of us should pray together. We need the help of God. I thank God I joined. I wasn't seeing the guru. I know sound, but I can now see and hear. Oh, thank you very much. That's giving me the assurance. As I was saying, there is difference between state police and state policing. The structure we operate today, which is one atmosphere structure, the federal police that is Nigeria Police Force, we can embark on state policing with this structure. But it makes it a different thing to establish state police command structure. What that meant is this: if you have a state police command structure, meaning you will be having the federal police structure as number one, with the Inspector General of Police sitting in Abuja to decide everything for all the crimes and criminality in the country and police way of handling it. But if we evolve, okay, if that is what we have, he can adopt state policing by asking more of indigenous of that state either to be posted to the state or something. I give you only 2 examples. When Lawrence Anini became a typically serious problem against the Nigerian society, he was killing in then Bede State and doing everything. It came to a point. Amen. Good evening, Daddy Guru. May God strengthen you more and more. Amen. Thank you very much for your prayer. It came to a point that the Inspector General of Police looked at the whole thing, saw how many policemen were being killed on daily basis because Lawrence Anini took his battle up against the police. And I will tell you that not today, because we have a very short time. Why? Lawrence Anini picked on the police. Then the Inspector General of Police said, well, we have tried our best here and there. The thing is not being successful. Pari Osayode, who was then a commissioner of police in, I think, Benue State or so, was asked to return back home. He was withdrawn from Benue State by the Inspector General of Police then and sent to Bede State Police Command. And the instruction was simple: go home and catch that your brother who is terrorizing your area. Why did the Inspector General of Police do that? The Inspector General of Police knew that he understands he understood the fact that crime is localized. That if Pari Osayode will come with sincerity or purpose in execution of duty, he may be able to trace very, very fast where he could corner Lawrence Anini. And Pari Osayode came with people like Chief Superintendent of Police, what is his name now? Is it Kayode Egbetokun or somebody who is now lead? Pari Osayode also is now lead. And it took just a short time. Lawrence Anini was caught. That became state policing. That was it as a result of state police command. So this is the difference. And if you go to the United Kingdom, you have channel, you have different platforms, you have different level of policing. Almost 117. If you go to the United States of America, that's how you have them spread out. So when the president is talking of state police, it is purely not state policing, but to set up a command that will be under the state, meaning as the federal police force, or what you call the Nigeria Police Force, is under the president, because we have 2 structures running the police force. We have the police council that is shared by the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. And the vice president is a member, the chairman of Police Service Commission is a member, the Inspector General of Police is a member. Then every governor of the 36 states is a member, plus secretary and Kwanko. And every retired Inspector General of Police that is still alive is a member. That's the first tier. That's the first leg of the tripod running the police force. The second leg is the Police Service Commission. This Police Service Commission is appointed, the chairman is appointed by the president, and the president has discretion to bring who and who in. And of course, there are representatives of everyone there. The Inspector General of Police is a member, and other people will be appointed to be member of the Police Service Commission. Then the third layer of command or of administrative structure of the Nigerian Police Force is Inspector General of Police management team. Inspector General of Police management team. This is purely the Inspector General of Police with all his DIGs, and no other person is brought out to be. And the Inspector General of Police under this structure has authority over every police officer, including the DIGs. Anyway, there is a distinction that we may not go into today. While the Police Service Commission has authority over every police officer in the country except the Inspector General of Police. But the Police Council, which is presided over by the president, has authority over every one of the Inspector General, no Inspector General, even Police Service Commission has authority. So, what therefore the president is advocating now is state police, meaning we have a structure of the federal police with their limitations. We will have the structure of the state police with a limitation, given the authority of high command to the governor of the state. And the governor will have either they shall be limited to commissioner of police that will be acting like a capacity of the Inspector General of Police from one state to another. This is okay. Nobody's arguing against it. But the format and the structure is what we are looking at, which was why the president said that, and now the National Assembly has told us that before the end of 2026, the state police cadre will come to be. But let me quickly add that in the early 60s, between 1959 really, as a matter of fact, to 1966, during when Thomas Agui Ironsi became Supreme Commander of the Nigerian military and the first head of state, equivalent, we can call him president. That's why the argument that the Southeast had never become president before is null and void, because the Constitution recognized all former military head of state with their entitlement and everything, befitting them as president. So it was 1966 that the structure changed. But before then, from 1959 to 1966, we had three layers of policing in Nigeria: the federal police force, the regional police force, and the local government authority police force. So now, what the president is now talking about is going to be two layers for now: the federal police force, the state police force. How the arrangement works out is going to be a different ball game entirely. But I can tell you in advance that now that the thing is thrown to the National Assembly, we are going to have a disastrous two-way police structure in Nigeria, because it's not something that the National Assembly could deal with and come home neat with it. No. But that's not the argument today. The argument is, why was Kayode Egbetokun removed? On the process of advocating the two-layer structure of policing in Nigeria, that is the federal police and the state police, we are told that the president is dedicated to that motive becoming real. And now we have facts to advance that Kayode Egbetokun was not intended with the aspiration of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because two different fora, while the president was saying this must come to be, Egbetokun was quoted as saying Nigeria is not ripe for that. And he gave his reasons. Either these reasons became acceptable to the president or not, it's another commercial, it's another moment of discussion. He gave his reason by saying that the political climate of Nigeria is not matured enough for state police command. And he gave typically reasons that, for example, some governors today will turn such command into an instrument of opposition against their opponents. Did he mean well by that suggestion? I want to believe yes, except that he probably did not dig deep to bring his knowledge to bear, first of all, with the president who appointed him and generously appointed him so much that he had to extend, he has to redefine the Police Act of 2022 and redefine it in the Police Act of 2024 to give him a permanent tenure of 4 years. If I were to be in his shoe, of course, I was not in his shoe. This my cogent idea, which I can articulate because having reason to become Inspector General of Police, he will have good ideas. I will take that to Mr. President in one corner of his presidency room and say, Oga, this thing is good, though, but unless we do it through this rule, it shall become a disaster. I think this he did not do. Or maybe he did it. The president told him, forget about it, I'm going about with it. And if the president had told him, then he would have only one of two choices confronting him. Either he now resigns, because the amendment given to him gave only two reasons why he could leave office. Either he resigns or the president removes him within those 4 permanent years that he had. Either he resigns, that sir, since you will not agree with me, let me leave. It gives more honor. Or go back to his cocoon with the ideas he had. Find a very good wardrobe with heavy key, lock his own personal period there, and start replaying the game as the president allowed him to do. But he said he is not in support of the creation of state policing, and he gave reasons for it. And I will give typically an example. When the president gave order that all policemen attached to VIP, VVIP, and co should be withdrawn, sent for a course, sent for a crash course, and be deployed, that whoever the VIP or who that want escort can go through the civil defense and get. Or if you are a minister, if you are finding it difficult, meet me. The president says so. The methodology adopted by Egbetokun in withdrawing this plea was not to present, not only to the president, to many observers. The guru is one of those that did not see a speed with which he would have done that. Because as of that time, we had about 150,000 officers. Of the total of 400,000 officers were attached to VIPs. The speed with which he withdrew them was not encouraging. And there is no record of ground to know that he withdrew them really, totally. No. I can even argue that he probably did not withdraw 2/3. Maybe he withdrew 1/3. That was not lost to the president. Then, there was a day that the vice president represented the president. Let me bring it out fully. A source had said that. Another source confirmed that he is not in support of the creation of state policing. The source said, adding, his stance conflicts with that of the government. Then another source gave example that Egbetokun did not believe in the signatory policy of state police. President Tinubu has repeatedly advocated for the creation of state police. Speaking at the National Dialogue on State Policing in April 2024, Mr. President said his commitment to reforming the Nigerian police and enhancing national security was unwavering. He was represented at that conference by Vice President Kashim Shettima, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu enumerated his own. Then Egbetokun, also represented by Ben Okolo, now said something different from what the president stood for in that conference of April 2024. He said, Nigeria is not mature to adopt state policing. I had explained it before that. I will agree with him to an extent. But if you look at the word policing format today, the layers are always there. So his disagreement with the president, he expressed his opinion publicly to places. It is a conflict with the president's opinion. Of course, two captains cannot take command in one vessel, in one ship at a time. One captain must be subdued to the authority of another one. But the two captains standing per se, all of them taking command, the ship will be going agrounding. So this was one reason. Or let me put it as second reason why Egbetokun was removed. Then what is the probably third reason that Egbetokun was removed? The third reason that Egbetokun was removed had to do with Egbetokun was not friendly at all with journalists. It might be he studied the mind of his boss, the president who appointed him. Because since when Bola Ahmed Tinubu came now to assume the presidency, okay, I will read your